Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel where we talk about how to manage your own personal finances and how to save money. If you enjoy this video, please be sure to subscribe below and hit the like button. It really helps out my channel so much with the YouTube algorithm. Today we're going to be talking about two of my top stock picks, so let's jump into it. So the first stock pick we're going to be talking about today is Micron. Micron is one of the world's leading producers of DRAM and NAND memory chips. Those types of memory chips are in very high demand in many different industries, including 5G devices, EV auto market, gaming, and data centers. So the demand for them has definitely increased over the years, and it's definitely not something that's going away anytime soon. In fact, we're going to be having a chip shortage in the near future, or at least that's what experts are saying, which means that the supply for them is going to go down while the demand continues to steadily increase. So given that the supply for them is going to be low and that the demand for them is going to be high, it definitely puts Micron in a good position as far as increasing the value of its stock over time, definitely in the short run. You should also understand, though, that the chip market is one where it's very cyclical in value and in price given the volatility in supply and demand. And therefore, it is likely that in a year or so, the price could decrease. But over the long run, the price should steadily trend upwards. Moreover, Micron recently posted strong Q1 results for 2021, which beat Wall Street's expectations. They've had 12% year-over-year growth in revenue and 64% year-over-year growth in adjusted net income. I'm also going to quickly jump into the CNN forecast to show you what analysts are forecasting as the target price over the next 12 months. But bear in mind, I'm bullish on Micron over the long term, so well beyond that 12-month horizon. However, I do think it's helpful to look at this forecast anyway, so let's go ahead and jump into that. As you can see here from the CNN forecast for Micron Technology, there are 29 analysts who are offering a 12-month price forecast for Micron Technology. You can see here that as of today, which is April 21st, this is before markets have opened. I'm filming this around 6:45 a.m. and you can see that the price sits at $87.47 per share. The lowest forecast is that this stock is going to increase by at least close to 3% in the next 12 months. You can also see that the median analyst forecasts 31.5% increase in the next 12 months, and that there's a high forecast of an increase by 88.6% in the projected price per share for this stock over the next 12 months. Now, I just recently bought Micron at a price very close to this price, and I intend to hold that well beyond that 1-year time horizon. In fact, Micron is a stock I also bought many years ago, and I've held it, so I'm definitely bullish on Micron over the long term. The next stock pick that I'm very bullish on is called Avalara. Its ticker symbol is AVLR. Avalara is a company that offers cloud-based tax solutions, tax tools, tax filing services. It's definitely a company that lends itself well to an environment where everyone has really gone remote. Obviously, tax-based solutions are going to be something that is relevant in any market, whether the economy is doing poorly, whether the economy is doing well, because people will always still need to file their taxes. So it is a service that will be in demand regardless of whatever the economic conditions are. In recent months, institutional investors and hedge funds have also significantly increased their stake in Avalara, which you can also take as an indication that they are feeling pretty bullish on this company as well. Their earnings reported in February also beat consensus estimates as far as what experts were expecting to see from them. In Q1, they reported a revenue of $144.8 million, and that revenue is up year over year by 34%. The current price for Avalara sits at about $139 a share, and it should be noted that in the end of March, that price was actually sitting around $123 or $124 a share. And at the time, based on that price, the relative strength index indicated that the stock was being oversold at the price of about $123 or $124 a share. And the relative strength index is something that measures the momentum of sales and purchases of a stock to determine whether or not it's being overbought or oversold. If something is being oversold, that's an indication to you that it's probably a good time to buy. According to Warren Buffett, he says, "Be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful." If people are selling, that means they're fearful. So you should be greedy when others are fearful, and you should go ahead and buy into that when the relative strength index is indicating that it's being oversold. Therefore, I definitely say if you can get Avalara in the mid 120s, you're gonna get a great deal on it. Based on my own personal perspective, I am not a financial expert. I just do this for fun. I recently bought Avalara in the 140s, and I probably intend to buy it again if it dips further into the 130s. So I'm definitely bullish on Avalara over the long term. And I think if you can get it anywhere from like the 120s to the low 140s, it's a great price, and I would definitely jump on it personally at those prices. And I actually have, so if that's any indication. Now again, with Avalara, let's go ahead and jump into the CNN forecast over the next 12 months and what analysts are thinking as far as how Avalara is gonna look over the next 12 months. So as you can see here, as I mentioned, Avalara is sitting around $139 a share. Exactly right now, it's $139.50. You can see here that there's 14 analysts offering a 12-month price forecast. I definitely pay attention to the number of analysts because that's an indication. If you're only seeing like 3 or 4 analysts, take it with a grain of salt because that's not so many experts who are opining on the 12-month forecast. Here we have 14. 14 is like somewhere kind of like halfway along the lines of what I'd like to see. So again, I would still take this with somewhat of a grain of salt, but it's still a good metric to look at nonetheless. So anyways, you can see here that the lowest estimate for Avalara over the next 12 months is that it will increase by almost 22%, which is really freaking amazing for the fact that that's a low forecast, right? That's a bear case scenario. Then we have the median forecast at 207.5 a share, which is nearly 50% increase. That's a 48.7% increase. And we have our highest forecast, which is roughly 58.4% increase at $221 a share, which is just phenomenal, right? Like that is unheard of types of gains. So even over the next 12 months, a lot of analysts and experts clearly think that Avalara is going to do great things over the next 12 months. I'm bullish on Avalara, again, over a longer time horizon. I'm not going to be looking to sell anytime in the next 12 months. I would be holding it long term unless some crazy news came out about the company. But for now, I'm definitely going to be holding well beyond that 12-month horizon. That is why I'm bullish on those stocks. I actually have many other stocks that I'm watching currently, some that I bought just a couple weeks ago, some that I bought as recently as this week, and some that I intend to buy probably in the next week or two. So if you enjoy this content, please be sure to subscribe below. Please hit that like button. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. It helps out my channel so much with the YouTube algorithm. And feel free to leave some love in the comment section as well. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Catch you in the next one. Why can't you speak? Why can't you talk?